I can't remember a time growing up early in my childhood when I wasn't in church. I was saved and baptized at 6 years old. Both of my parents were highly involved as teachers and leaders in the church. But despite being from a Christian family, it was evident, even by the world's standards, that my parents' marriage was not healthy. More specifically, I recognized my dad growing more angry and violent towards my mom every day. At 12 years old, I lived out the most horrific moment of my life, and I did my best to intervene as my father attempted to take the life of my mother. My world was completely crushed. The rest of my family relationships were strained, some even completely broken. I drove myself into isolation, feeling betrayed not only by my own dad, but by other leaders in the church who turned a blind eye to my family's pain. I felt like I couldn't trust anyone, not even God. I spent several nights crying myself to sleep, asking why God had forgotten about me, and why I couldn't have just had a good father. I continued the next several years questioning God's purpose for all the pain I had experienced, struggling to let anyone into my life, pursuing everything I could alone. After I finished college, I immersed myself with training at Krav Maga Houston and eventually was invited to train with the chief instructor, CJ Kirk. It didn't take long for CJ to see how broken I was or recognize that I had a huge father-shaped void in my life. He wasted no time and extended an invitation for me to attend the Christmas Eve service here at the Story, and even asked me to spend the day with their family because he knew I would have otherwise been alone. I've spent the better part of the last year and a half, almost 2 years, being rigid and sometimes resistant towards his consistent effort to show me love. But like God, CJ never gave up on me. He's taken advantage of every opportunity to show me God's love, encourage me to have a better relationship with Christ, and despite having absolutely no obligation to be a part of my life, He's given me a place to belong in His family and taken on the role of a father in my life. There's an old Christian song called Unbroken, and the lyrics in the chorus say, "If I was unbroken, I'd never know the beauty of hope and just how far grace would go." I didn't realize until recently I spent so much time identifying with my suffering that I had completely missed out on seeing what God was doing in my life. CJ is a gift from God, a direct answer to prayer, and an example of His endless grace in my life. God never forgot about me. He took something bitter and He made it so sweet. He's given me someone to truly call Dad, and for that I am grateful. God is so good.